I just was with a few friends from high school just recently, and I was telling them that I'm mentoring at the high school we went to. Their first reaction is they bursted out in laughter. And I said to myself, okay, now we're laughing as high school kids here right now. And then I said to them, let me tell you what mentoring is and what I'm doing. And I probably spent about a half hour explaining mentoring to them. And let me just tell you, at the end of that half hour, they all wanted to be mentors. And one thing about mentoring that I do now is that when I'm talking to the kids and telling them life experience, setting goals, what do you want to be, what do you want to do, I look at it and say, if I can even touch one kid, so if I have a group of 5 kids and I can touch one of them, and one of those kids comes out of it and says, wow, Mr. D'Argento said X, Y, Z, and that's going to stay with me for the rest of my life.
All the freshmen at Ridgewood High School participate in our mentoring program, and we have been working with the program since 1999, and every year it sort of morphs a little bit and changes it to something a little bit more specific and more current for what's happening. Initially, we started goal setting in the freshman homerooms, and then we moved into study halls, and now we're working in a longer study hall period. Right now, this year, we're working with executive functioning as we have for the last few years. And executive functioning is goal setting, decision making, time management. Those are really important, hugely important tools for these students. Right now, we're using the iPads and not paper pencil to try to develop a student portfolio for their own understanding of self, understanding what their skills are, what their learning styles are, how they best manage their time, and to help them apply those for their own school and life.
In the past 3 years, I've mentored a total of 10 freshmen, and the mentoring experience really gives you an opportunity to enforce your own good study habits and behaviors by passing them on to your freshmen. So when you tell your freshmen, like me personally, I tell them that I want you guys to be writing all your homework assignments, and make sure that every time you finish a class, you ask yourself, what did the teacher tell you to do for homework that night, instead of at the end of the day. And then if I tell my kids to do that, then next period I'll ask myself that. And it's really a good way to keep up your own good study habits and also pass them on to the younger generations.
I've been a mentor at Ridgewood on and off for several years. My goal as a mentor is to acknowledge that there is a commonality of experience at this age, but that each reaction to those experiences is a unique one. And what I would like to get across to the students that I mentor is that I want to respect and honor each of those reactions and let them know that there is someone they can turn to with issues or problems, and that I will listen and try to help them to the best of my ability to reach a solution that is unique to their reaction. For me, it holds me accountable because I need to be modeling positive, productive behaviors for them.
The mentoring program places a strong emphasis on service projects which allow us to really engage and give back to many communities. The opportunities that are made available to us undoubtedly broaden our understanding of the importance of contributing to the greater good. Not only are we being active members of our society, but we are also showcasing our leadership and management skills by planning out each and every service project we execute.
This year we've been able to not only make this an independent study, an honors level A for our students, we've reached out to the local community college and are receiving dual credits for the students. The contract that students sign with their parents allows them to take this class during their study hall, and they meet 8 cases, 24 meetings over the course of the year, plus the students also put on a capstone presentation at the end of the year where they're reviewed by different professors from the various universities as well as business partners from United Airlines.
So this is my 4th year at Ridgewood High School volunteering and with the mentoring program, and it's our 3rd year using case studies from the Harvard Business School, and it's been a long journey but a rewarding one with the students. And not only are we using the case studies themselves, but I bring into the classroom, into the high school, the case method of learning that I enjoyed so much as a student when I was at Harvard Business School. And cases, if you haven't read them, are about a particular company or an individual, a different industry, and there's always a situation, and we try to get active discussion in the room around what people think are good and bad points about them, or decisions that could be made. And what's really important, what I encourage the students, is that there's no right or wrong answer, and we encourage debate and different points of view, and we try to think through the cases just like we would life, and it helps in decision making and in preparing for life after high school and future steps forward.